Now we're talking to Miss Florida, represented in the Miss Earth United States 2016. Introduce yourself, please, your name and your title.
I'm Michaela Lineback, Miss Florida Earth 2016.
Everybody wants to go to the Sunshine State. Tell us about it.
I absolutely love Florida. I've been living there for about 10 years. I've been working for Disney. Earlier in my career, I was a performer for Disney. I was friends with a little bit of some royalty, but now I'm a data scientist, and I keep corporations accountable to their environmental promises.
And so what's your platform for this year's Miss Earth?
I really think that making sure that our children care about the environment and making sure we do outreach to different schools is really the most important thing we can do.
Mm-hmm. And tell me about the particular place where you are in Florida. Where are you actually living?
I'm from Orlando, Florida, actually. So let's just say I know Mickey Mouse pretty well.
And tell us about Orlando. It's been tragic a little bit recently, and we share the grief of the families and friends, our condolences. But that particular day, you were there, and tell us what happened and what you did.
I was actually in that area that day. Orlando's hurting right now, but we all came together. We are Orlando Strong, coming together to benefit the victims of that particular day. And really, we're so appreciative that the whole nation is so strong for us and helping us through this tragic time.
And so, with regards to the environment, what are your concerns about Florida? We had heard about the algae toxicity. Tell us about that.
The important part is understanding that Florida is environmentally very diverse and making sure that we keep our industries from polluting our environments. There's so much tourism in Florida that involves the nature and the ocean and the beaches. So making sure that we keep everything clean so then we have more guests and more tourists who want to come and visit us and visit our beautiful state.
How different is the concern of Florida compared to the other states?
I think every state is important. I personally have a special place in my heart for Florida and making sure that it stays clean and safe for all the generations to come.
Mm-hmm. And particular projects that you have in mind, you think, if you were to become Miss Earth? Do you have a special project in mind that you would try to implement?
I think the biggest environmental concern is apathy with our younger generation, making sure that they care about the environment. Today's generation is so detached from the natural world. They're on their telephones and texting, and they're detached. Bringing them away from their cell phones and into nature is what's important. So if I was so lucky to be Miss Earth United States, I want to make sure I go out to those schools and bring that care and responsibility about our environment to our school children.
Mm-hmm. And what about schooling? Tell us about your studies.
I actually graduated from Columbia University with a double major cum laude, and now I'm actually getting my master's degree in engineering, actually systems analytics, so kind of a nerd.
And so how would you reconcile it, your study of engineering, into your environmental concern?
Actually, I already do that. So I use my systems analytics, and actually I'm about to starting my PhD in statistics, figuring out how we can dovetail using data analytics and big data to help save our Earth. There's so much innovative technology that can help us understand what's happening in nature and then be able to find the best way to prevent further degradation.
With the educational experience and the accomplishments that you've achieved so far, what is your end goal in the future? Maybe 5 years from now, or maybe 7 years from now?
And in 5 years from now, what would be great is to take the skills that I use at Disney and in fact creatively use them for environmental production agency and work for the government to figure out how I can spread not only my platform for our industry, but apply it to the entire nation and help our Earth become a better place. I think I'd also like to be a mom.
Yes. And tell me in 15 seconds, give a commercial about your particular plan to educate the children.
I'd have to say it's vision, inspiration, and passion. If we can have our children understand the vision that we have to protect our environment, instill that inspiration of how they can have their little contributions mean a lot, and then really drive that passion so then they, on their own, want to help the environment. So every decision that they make is one to help make the Earth just a little better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.